welcome back to the Shake Bake Podcast, everybody, where everything is falling apart. It's certainly been a week.
It's been a week.
E3's just passed.
Been
Other
a
things have
good
happened. A couple weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here at the Shake Bake Podcast, we do two things: make stuff and screw up making stuff. Here to help me make stuff, we have
Katie.
Steven.
Nick.
and of course, Nick.
Let's pretend Nick's not here. We're speaking for Nick as well.
I said Nick.
Yeah, we have Nick
Katie.
Steven.
Nick.
and
And
Nick.
Oh my god, you're saying. Oh my god.
So today we have Gus.
Oh no, don't do this to me, please.
They don't know.
I know.
Bernie. I don't know who else is there.
Chuck.
Barbara.
And Gus.
There you go. Come on, Gavin. What the fuck you doing?
Gavin.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Chuck.
I followed her in
Here at the
trailer,
Shake Me
right?
Podcast, we, like we said, do two things. Today, it's just a podcast. We roll in, find a topic. Everyone rolls in, finds a topic, talks, and we talk. And then we talk. And then we regret talking.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's usually your fault,
Hold up.
Bernie.
Real quick.
I'm gonna
I gotta
pour
point
that
something out.
all over you.
Eric, you remember that new Metroid amiibo I showed you earlier? Like the actual Metroid?
Yes.
It's squishy on the top.
Fuck yes, son.
Yes! That is... Yes. Anyway, continue.
Alright, yeah, we roll in,
I-
each do a topic, talk about it, that simple. We are Patreon funded. If you want to toss us a couple bucks, helps everything run a little smoother. Gets us this not creaky couch.
Please, we need a new couch.
Also feeds us.
Oh yeah, food, that usually helps.
Well, it feeds Eric.
Shut up.
For
I'm
$2
sick of
a
eating
day.
mayonnaise and edible plants.
Me
Steve,
too,
you do that by
Steve.
choice. You live with your family, Steve. You choose to eat that. I've seen your mom show you perfectly fine rice, and you go, "No, Mom, it's the leaves for me."
Guys, I love rice. Rice is so good.
Rice is really good.
Rice is delicious. Then again, I'm Asian. It's
Right?
always delicious.
No, because I'm Spanish, and we also have rice every night, and it's not delicious.
Cause, well, Eric, you're also you, so like, shut up.
So who wants to kick it off? And they
Well-
all simultaneously looked at Nick, who didn't look at me, and then they all turned back and looked at me.
I was going to say, since I already brought up the new Metroid amiibo, because it's
Because yeah, E3.
because it's like 2 hours after Nintendo's E3 presser.
Yes.
Tuesday.
On time of record,
It's Tuesday, right?
it is 3 o'clock,
It is
Tuesday, June
Tuesday.
13th.
Okay, because I thought yesterday was Tuesday, and I thought the day before was Tuesday.
Yeah, you did. It was incredibly weird.
It
Wait,
was
really?
very weird. It's,
Yeah,
it
his
hasn't
whole
been,
week was shifted.
hasn't been a good couple weeks for Nick. Hasn't been a good couple weeks for Nick. Murphy's Law. Anyway, speaking of E E3,
Oh, hold on.
No, hey, now I'm really confused. Is it me or you?
yes.
Talk at the same time. Ready, set, go.
All right. Anyway,
So adaptations.
No, yeah, I'll kick it. Yeah, just what do you guys think of this year's E3? I know a lot of people feel like it was pretty lackluster.
I thought it was
I
fun.
can kind of see why. I could kind of get
Well-
why, because there were a lot of stuff shown today was a lot of stuff that was shown the past couple weeks,
Well,
couple days,
I don't.
where a lot of stuff already announced or
I was gonna say I
showed
don't think there was anything that was
before.
like super surprising besides a couple, like, there was
Eric,
a couple things.
I can name the 2 big things I was not expecting. The 4 big things I was not expecting. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, which I'm fucking excited for. 'Cause finally get to-
Frozen Wilds.
Frozen Wilds, I'm excited for that. The 5 big things I wasn't expecting. The Dishonored kind of mini
Standalone. It's a
standalone game. $30 isn't bad. Or like
40.
$40? No,
Yeah.
it's 30. Wasn't it 29?
I was on the website last night. It's 40.
Okay, well, whatever. Still $40.
It's not awful.
The Shadow of the Colossus remake, which I'm fucking pumped for because I never actually got a chance to play it.
It was fun.
Neither on the PS2. I've had a PS2 for forever. Haven't played on that. I've had a PS3 for about a year now. Haven't gotten the. Is it a remastered? Is it just a straight port on the
Shadow of the
PS3?
Colossus?
On the PS3 one, is that just a straight
Yes,
port?
it is a remaster. That's it.
Remastered like that.
Yes.
So a complete HD remake.
yes,
I am
they are rebuilding
perfectly
it.
okay with because I never got a chance to play it.
Similar to the Insane trilogy.
Yeah.
Like they are taking the same game, but rebuilding it in the new engine.
Which I'm
Instead
good for.
of, hey, we have
And-
face your skins.
The two big things I was not expecting from Nintendo.
Innovation?
No, Eric. Silly Eric. Innovations for other developers.
Not Bethesda. Heyo.
And as everyone knows, I love Metroid. I love Metroid a whole bunch.
A whole bunch. Aw.
And the fact that we were getting a fucking Metroid 2 remake for 3DS with actual aiming and Metroid Prime fucking 4. Eric, I'm
But hold on. The
like, I'm
Metroid.
like 50% right now. Not gonna lie, I'm like 50%. Just if they showed actual gameplay for Prime 4, I would be at a full
Okay,
100
I was
right
gonna
now.
say, wasn't it just like a title?
It was just a title. Katie, that's all I fucking need is
It was just
confirmation
an
of
Okay.
making.
It was an announcement of a 4. They didn't give us a title. They
No.
just Metroid Prime 4. Even though the last
Currently in development.
3 Metroid games have had subtitles attached to them, and they've been getting cooler and cooler. Corruption, Echoes. You have the trilogy over there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is only 3. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's only 3 Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime is possibly the greatest thing ever done to
It's
the
still,
Metroid
it's
series.
still fucking amazing.
No, yeah, it is still. If it had good.
I kind of just want
graphics,
to change
it
my
would be
topic
perfect.
to me just gushing about Metroid Prime. About the
Uh,
entire
ooh.
series.
Uh,
Because you
Another time?
No. We do it now.
We're doing it live.
No. Yeah, so those are the biggest things I've taken away from E3. I will say, personally, did any of you guys catch Microsoft's presser?
No,
No.
not at all. I heard it was good.
It was actually pretty good.
I heard a lot of people say that it was surprisingly, it was one of the better conferences this year.
Yeah, especially compared to last year's. Now, it's
Um,
out of everyone here, none of us has an Xbox system at the moment. My
no.
360 broke last year, so I don't have it anymore.
I think each so has his, but no one.
What
touched that.
the Xbox
treated
One I
it?
had came and went
The one.
because it wasn't games for it. Microsoft actually has a good lineup of games for once.
What do they have?
The new Forza looks great. Sea of Thieves, now that we've actually seen actual like really good gameplay for it,
Didn't
looks really good.
Didn't they put out something for Rum and Bones also?
No, Skull and Bones from
Skull and
Ubisoft,
Bones, yes.
which, as good as Sea of Thieves looks, Skull and Bones is gonna blow that out of the water when it comes out, unfortunately. Because I feel bad for Rare, because they finally got to make their own game. And
Wait, really?
yeah,
Wait, what are they doing? So they're doing.
Sea of Thieves.
Rare.
Rare's doing Sea of Thieves.
So wait,
Which I feel-
Rare's separated from Microsoft now?
No, Sea of Thieves is Microsoft only. Rare is still owned by them.
No, I knew Microsoft bought Rare. I'm saying
Microsoft
Microsoft's
is
letting
finally
them-
letting them make their own game that's not a port
okay.
of older games, not a remake of an older games, or is not Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts.
I was gonna say, most notably that they've
We don't talk about that.
done is that and
There's
the
no war in
Star
Fox,
Fox.
I'd say.
But yeah, it's like the Days Gone-esque game that
Yeah,
they showed looks
Gone.
really good.
It has a way better code name than it does a real title.
Yes.
Dead Don't Ride. See? Zombies. They don't ride motorcycles, only humans do.
We were watching it last night.
I was freaking out because I love motorcycles and I love Sam Witwer.
It looks good. That looks fun.
God, what
His
else?
name's probably Jack.
I'm
or
worried
honestly,
it might
Cooper.
be a little too much like Last of Us.
Which is
Do you see what I'm
it's
saying?
But
I get what
it's
you're
not
saying.
a negative.
Days Gone.
I don't
it's not,
know.
No. Days Gone or not Days Gone, whatever Microsoft version of Days Gone is, I forget its name. Looks like it's going to be a open world compared to Last of Us, which is really good. because I would really like an open world Last of Us.
Oh,
That'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be really nice.
Okay.
But yeah, they had a lot of good stuff, and I'm not gonna. I wasn't expecting the Scorpio or the Xbox One X.
Which is
They want to confuse mothers this holiday.
Yeah.
They want to.
But then
It's
the
like,
weird thing is,
All right, man. Which one are you looking for? The Xbox One, the Xbox One S, or the Xbox One X? I'm like,
but
I
work.
don't know.
Let me work you
The
through
new one.
something.
All right.
Xbox One X.
X. Yeah.
It just spells out Xbox. Xbox XB One.
Yeah.
Oh, Xbox. It just spells out Xbox again. Why are they doing this?
They hate us.
Because fuck you, that's why.
I will say I'm actually really impressed by the One X. Like a lot of stuff they showed.
Yes, water cooled, isn't it?
Water cooled.
Really?
Like, it's looking-
the specs on the damn thing are fucking insane.
From what I understand, it is shaping out to be the strongest console.
Okay.
Strongest console ever, and the smallest Xbox ever.
Which is incredibly...
Because the
which is
Slim was
amazing.
already a pretty small size.
Yes.
Xbox isn't
And they- and
necessarily
they're-
big.
And like the big thing was going to be for the Ultra 4K game. He's like, all right, whatever. If you don't have a 4K TV, you're not going to use it. They have a feature where it will scale down the 4K resolution for 1080 TVs while still making it look sharper than standard 1080 or Ultra HD.
Good.
Which is absolutely fucking insane. And you know what? As much as Sony and Nintendo as this channel is, Scorpio's something we might have to look into years later when we can
yeah.
afford it. Because I think the sale price still is like $500, which
Oh,
for
yeah.
what it is,
It's looking...
$500 is actually a good price for
Yeah.
if it can do half the stuff what it says it does and all the system specs they showed are accurate. $500 for what it is actually isn't too bad. Because you could build a PC that could do all of that for around $1,000 or so. But anyway, you guys also saw a bunch of E3 stuff. Obviously, me working at GameStop, I had to
You
pay
have
much more
full
attention
coverage.
to it
Which makes sense.
than I could,
Yeah.
than I really wanted to. 'Cause if it wasn't for that, I would have watched Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo's
Yeah.
stuff and call it done. Even then, I didn't really see Bethesda's.
Simply
Which-
put, Bethesda... Actually, tone deaf is what I would put for this E3. And I wouldn't call it lackluster. I would call it tone deaf. Because instead of just being overall not great, it's taking things that you were supposed to learn last year at E3 and not learning from them. So Bethesda, it went right back to paid mods. Here's a dwarven mud crab. You know what it is?
No.
A mud crab with dwarven armor. And cha-ching, tomorrow's unethical business practices today. And the future of games future tomorrow. And the future
A
of
lot of
futures
people are pretty
futures.
upset about Bethesda.
Yeah, but
Like,
We were,
for the most part, the only good thing I've heard from Bethesda's conference was the Dishonored 2 standalone, which
Yeah.
is fucking hype. But and they announced everything I was expecting them to.
Yeah.
Skyrim for Switch. Was
Skyrim for
expected.
Switch, Doom and Fallout 4 VR.
I keep forgetting the new Doom's Bethesda.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
I don't know if
I think,
IE is owned or just
Yeah.
working with.
I think they might just published, if anything.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't start
Yeah,
off the,
I think id Software is standalone.
I'm surprised they didn't start off the Sony, like the PlayStation conference with, like, VR stuff.
No, they started off with 2 ads.
Yeah, they started with, Uncharted, and then it went...
No,
into-
they started
This-
off with 2
no.
literal ads.
We're not
for
joking.
for this PlayStation View and their sale going on right now.
And, yeah.
And then and during the stream, like the first couple, like for the most part,
Katie,
all of
when we watched
Horizon
it
audio
last
was
night,
done.
it wasn't ads that YouTube was putting in front of us.
Oh.
Those were ads that Sony put the
Front of them.
front of it.
Oh.
But then it goes into that band.
Which Sony's always, I've always felt like Sony's always done E3 a bit, not better, but put a bit more into it.
They put
than other
they make
develop-
it into
than
a
other
show
companies
instead of
have.
just
But
here's what we're doing. Blah, blah,
Here's
blah,
what they're
blah.
also doing. They didn't have a guy with a blazer and a video game shirt walk out
Yes.
until they had shown what they wanted us to see.
And like,
Which,
you know, so
I mean, you gotta take a shot every time you see a blazer.
Jesus.
They
Which
make
I have
everything.
no problem with having the head of companies or the head of the development teams for games coming out and talking about it. Don't make it more of a show than it needs to be. So I remember Forza. They had two female professional racers come out, and the talk was just so bland and boring
What's that?
that I'm just Forza. Yeah.
What's that?
Forza. That I would have much preferred them talking about how them racing and talking about how Forza would have made it feel like more like being on the track again or something like that,
Okay.
rather than, hi, I'm so and so, I'm a professional racer. I think one of them was even a professional gamer as well.
Ooh.
I think. I know one of them was just a strict professional racer. I think the first one was also something else other than a professional racer. And I tuned out so quickly. I'm just like, all right, shut up.
This doesn't matter.
Show the
anymore.
game.
And that's
And
what Sony
I
let in with.
prefer. I prefer what Sony did with
Yeah.
the trailer than trailer. Let's talk about what we saw. Trailer. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Talk about
Much
what
better.
we see. Don't
Monster
talk about
Hunter.
what we're going to see.
See.
Don't hype it up, just to see if our hopes get dashed. or something.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, definitely.
I thought like having like was it Phil Spencer is head of Xbox?
I
if I'm
believe,
remembering
so.
his-
I believe he's still.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm remembering the name correctly.
Oh no, yeah, that is the right name. but I
It
don't
is
know
Phil.
if it's
Oh yeah, it is Phil Spencer. Him coming out and just like talking about the Scorpio, and, like describing everything, that was fine. That's a man who knows
Yeah,
what he's
that's-
doing. Is obviously passionate about what he's doing and what he's
that was
talking
for
about.
the press. That was like, this is the info you need to know.
Yeah.
These are the things that we're selling it on. This
Here's-
is what makes it the strongest console to exist.
It's information we need.
You
Yes.
you don't need here's a short little clip.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that clip for 5 minutes, which was longer than the clip. Here's another clip. Talk about that for longer than the actual, so on and so forth. Nintendo, I think Nintendo has it down pat, where it's the pre-recorded stuff you can have the long conversations about, but they still give. They don't do bullshit
They've
information.
got a good balance.
They got a good balance. They show trailers. They talk about this is when it's coming out. This is all the stuff we're trying to do to it to make it a bit unique from the rest of the series. That's fine, but don't have so and so from esports do bullshit, very canned-in banter, which is
Like,
entirely unneeded.
At that
Like I
point,
said.
that's just them being like, oh, I feel like their problem is like, I'm assuming that's EA that you're talking about.
EA did it unabashedly so. Microsoft was guilty of it here and there, but not. They weren't as bad as they used to.
I think this is. I
They
think it
used
was
to be
mainly
terrible with that
EA
kind of shit.
saying, all right, we have our conference. We have what we want to talk about. We have our trailers. I think they're trying to do what something like Sony did, or like kind of Nintendo kind of does with like they have
But
a
here's the thing,
showmanship aspect. to
Sony
it.
had maybe 3 people come out on stage during the entire thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
EA
liked-
after
Excluding performances.
excluding performances, EA almost after every fucking game.
I think that's too much. I think you need to
And
do what Sony or
Tell me
Nintendo
I'm
does.
wrong. EA's fucking CEO or whoever the guy is looks like a goddamn supervillain.
No.
He does.
You're not wrong.
Like the first guy that came out on stage during EA's conference, he looked like a fucking
I didn't watch
supervillain.
I
EA's comments.
only
I watched.
watched the
I
Sony
watched
ones.
stuff about it. I read stuff about
I'm
it.
going to bring it up. I'm going to try to find his picture while we're talking.
I've been getting all of my news through Reddit.
Yeah,
I'm doing mostly Twitter for me.
I was kind of just watching Jared's reviews and
I
everything,
just wanted to see how many people he could mind control in
and then
that
I
one
watched
night.
PlayStation with you. I usually watch most of them live.
No, okay, so it wasn't the CEO. It was someone else. It was. Oh no, it was. Is it? Oh no, it is. I just found a couple older pictures of them.
Who do we feel somewhat crapped the bed?
Who did the worst? You're trying to say?
Yes.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
I was
Easily?
afraid of that.
I think it's
Because-
gonna be Bethesda because of
But my point is,
Bethesda
EA.
yeah, but
But then EA
Okay.
still shows us
EA had a
Battlefield,
shit
Battlefront 2 expanded on
Here's my
Battlefield
thing.
1. And
Yeah, like
I told
EA
you-
had a shit presentation. Everything they showed was solid. Like it was everything we were expecting it to be. It was no big surprises other than that's Bethesda.
I thought you were going to say Dunkirk.
No. They showed all the sports games. They showed Star
Here's-
Wars. They showed Battlefield. They didn't show anything. What they showed was fine. It was what we were expecting to see.
it was nothing
It
spectacular.
was the presentation itself that was the big issue. Bethesda had both.
Okay.
Bethesda showed everything we were expecting to see,
Here's
but still made it disappointing.
I said this to him last night. EA doesn't make a lot of great games. I think.
No, they have their
But they know what they are. They know their market, and they do that.
Yeah.
They have the sports. They have the Sims. They have Battlefield. They know what they do, and they're good at that. They're good at presenting what they want to present. I think Bethesda's problem is they have a fan base, and they kind of do. Nintendo kind of listens to their fan base, I think, a little bit. At least in regards to smaller issues.
they.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like Nintendo
They
doesn't
do.
have as bad of a problem as Bethesda does,
No,
of not
they've,
listening at all.
They've certainly gotten better.
They've
in
gotten
recent
better
years.
about it.
Yeah.
But I think Bethesda's just like, we know what we
And-
need to do.
oh my God,
And the fans are like, no, we want something else. And they're like, no, we know
No.
what you want.
oh, you guys
and
been wanting a
Bethesda
Morrowind
doesn't
remake?
Yeah.
More-
You guys want Morrowind?
Yeah.
Skyrim,
totally.
guys!
Here's
Let's
here's
go
Elder
Skyrim!
again.
No, I'm more thinking like, oh, you guys want Morrowind again? Okay, here's Elder Scrolls Online expansion.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
No.
what it is.
No
Bethesda
one.
doesn't listen to their fan base. I think that's where they're going to. That's
They don't
why
listen
they had the
where
worst
it-
one.
I don't think they don't completely ignore them. They don't. I feel like they don't listen when it counts.
Okay. That's fair.
When it counts. At the same time, it's the fan base's fault. They don't want Skyrim.
But they keep buying.
Stop spying the shit.
Yeah, I
That's-
think that's also the problem is
That's
They complain.
another big complaint about Nintendo. It's like, oh, Nintendo only makes the same games over and over again. It's like,
stop buying.
you
them.
will
You're
you
the
still
one
buy the
who's
new
making
Mario? It's like,
the
yeah,
game.
of course, it's new Mario. It's gonna be fun. Like,
Yeah.
then what are you complaining about? You
If you're
complain.
gonna have fun with the game, that should be all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't know if that's like very narrow-minded or someone that's kind of like on the outside. If you're gonna have fun with the game and it looks fun, I don't care. That's it.
Yeah.
Like Mario Odyssey, that looks fun. I
Looks
want to
fun
play
as
that.
hell.
Looks fucking beautiful.
I want to play that. It looks
Yoshi.
great.
For-
Yoshi looked great.
Yoshi
Looked
for Switch.
adorable.
I hope there's more to the title than Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Yoshi's World, Yoshi's Woolly World 2,
Like
just something.
look fun.
Yoshi's Woolly
Yoshi.
Wonderland.
they're fun, cute games that I personally, as like someone who isn't like about gaming a lot, can get behind.
Yeah.
I think that's Nintendo's
But
good at,
Nintendo's
like,
bread and butter is the family friendly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It always will be.
For
Always
sure, that's
will
what I'm
be
gonna say.
Mario,
Nintendo's very good about being
Pokemon,
about
Zelda,
general
Kirby.
audiences.
Always the
I
familiar
think
characters, which can draw
Bethesda's
you in.
problem is they don't want to be general audiences, and they're falling into that trap. Everybody plays Skyrim. I don't think that's what they want to happen. I think that's where they're trying to exclusify. I don't know if that's the right word. Try to make it exclusive to the hardcore people. But I think that that's gonna fail. If you know what I'm trying to say. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I can see your. I think I see your point,
Okay. As long as you understand what I'm trying to say.
but at the same time, I don't think like trying to make it exclusive to hardcore gamers is a big issue. It's an issue of every major gaming now, every major release nowadays. Look at Call of Duty as
Yeah.
another example of we don't want this sci-fi shit, but it's a new Call of Duty, so
So we're
buying
gonna buy
it
the
anyway.
sci-fi shit, yeah.
It took for the new one to do half as well as last year's. It took Infinite Warfare to sell half as well as Black Ops 3 did.
Yeah.
That's not true because Sledgehammer would have been working on World War II for a couple of years now. At least as
I don't
At
pay
least since Black
any
Ops 3
attention to
came
Call
out.
of Duty. I have absolutely no idea what's going on with that
you
series.
shouldn't.
That's
That's
fine.
not fair. Sledgehammer would have been working on it as far as Advanced Warfare did. So Treyarch and Infinity Ward are the ones that don't really lit.
Come on,
I said
Call of
Eric.
Duty.
Essentially, there's 3
No,
developers.
why,
that
why
make...
are we talking about? I was just remembering Wolfenstein.
Oh my.
Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. My Panzerhund! Liesel.
Oh my god, we could have a topic on just the new Wolfenstein.
Yes.
On the fucking quote-unquote
commercial.
controversy around that.
Oh, what, the two
No.
wizards walking through? Or
Oh,
the...
Eric, you haven't heard.
No.
There's a lot of people saying the new Wolfenstein's anti-white because you're killing Nazis.
Oh my god! Are you fucking serious?
Essentially, I'm paraphrasing heavily. I will say that right now. I am paraphrasing that heavily.
There were so many piss boys.
But so many people are pissed about that. You're killing white people in the game.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
Nazis.
Gee.
I'm sorry.
Can we not bring
Nazis
politics
were
into
white
something
Germans.
This whole past year, people have been talking about punching Nazis.
Now we're punching Nazis and it's a problem?
Essentially,
Can we just, like, for one day, can we just keep politics out of something? Like,
No.
No.
please, can
Welcome
we just
to the era
not?
where everyone's political and
I-
no one wants to talk about it.
don't want this. I'm so tired of politics overshadowing
So-
every single thing.
Anyway, so let's not bring up politics. Real quick, because we got incredibly off topic from what it was originally supposed to be. What did everything? Shut up. Your favorite things you saw from this year's E3? Go. Steve.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
You
Obviously.
fucking weeb.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck you too.
You
Damn
Someone had
straight.
to.
you British weeb.
Wait, what?
British because they're
Because
all
they're British.
they're so
Their
British.
accent.
They're so British and I love them for it. Katie, go.
I'm gonna say this right now, I'm a pretty, like, general person.
Just
so,
your favorite thing.
it's gonna come down to either Mario Odyssey or the DLCs for Breath of the Wild, like the Legend or something.
Basic bitch. Eric, go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm.
It looks tasty. It's Monster Hunter.
God damn it.
Because I
Monster
want
Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World. I
Dude,
have
Monster Hunter with actually great
with
graphics.
graphics, a useful controller. It's not a port of the fucking DS one. And guess what? I can now play Monster Hunter with all of my friends around the world and then not have to freak out because one of them has the gall to be off swimming. Monster Hunter Tri was so not good when the
Never played Tri.
Wii U. The Wii U has to be the host. It 100% has to be the host, and even then, it doesn't help at all. Like, it is an issue. That was
Oh,
so-
you mean 3 Ultimate?
Yeah, 3 Ultimate.
Yeah. Try
Try
with
is
Wii.
just the, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I played the shit out of
Well,
3
they're the
Ultimate.
same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's just, but now, like, when was the last time Monster Hunter was on a console that had working technology?
PS2.
Monster Hunter 2, in which the last I checked, the Great Sword you had to swing with the right joystick. It was very badly controlled. But now we can go back to a time where I can just cook with my friends and have the voice of God tell me it looks tasty. Looks tasty.
Dude,
You're so excited.
I just want to see a fucking Zenogre in that. In
glorious-
beautiful HD. I just want to see a fucking
We
Zenogre.
could see so many amazing new monsters.
Because they already showed, was it the Rathian or Rathalos?
I could
they
not
showed?
tell. Katie, was it green or red?
Red.
Rathalos. Rathalos already look fucking
Our
amazing.
first flagship was the strongest dragon. And like OG homeboy, the MVP. And now he just ruined some other thing's day.
You ruined Dinosaur's meal.
What?
In Injustice 2.
Oh,
You ruined Dinosaur's meal.
you ruined the dinosaur's meal.
Ah, but actually, Eric, what do you think about the grappling hook thing they showed?
I'm just happy we have some other traversal
Yeah,
instead of
very.
high I'm climbing or high I'm falling.
Very. That makes it look, and especially since it looks like it was much more like a rest-mounted crossbow than anything else as well.
But
Being
there's
able to
also that weird,
shoot,
like, inky thing.
being able to like shoot stuff.
Yeah.
Because like we basically
Yeah,
saw
the-
like the boulder fall, the vine. He shot it at a tree and like vines ensnared the T-Rex looking motherfucker, whatever it was. But yeah, it's like I can. For me personally, this was a really good E3 because there was a lot of stuff I really wanted to see.
Okay.
I can't understand why a lot of people felt a little lackluster
It's,
from it.
I think it's because it flipped. Okay, so from what I heard, Microsoft had a really good presentation.
Yeah.
And was it? Who else had like a great one? It was
Sony. The top three were definitely Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo.
I think everyone.
Ubisoft had a solid presentation.
I think everyone was a bit weirded out that Microsoft had a great presentation. I think that just flipped everybody's heads.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Especially
everyone was like, "Oh, it's
the,
Microsoft."
Microsoft was the first one to go. No, EA was.
It was EA, then Microsoft,
Then
then
Bethesda, then Ubi,
Ubisoft,
then Sony, then Nintendo
yep.
today.
But I think because it was so early in the week as well, if Microsoft had been one of the last ones, they would have been like, "Oh wow, what a great way to come out." But because it was so early and it was so strange, I think that just kind of like flipped everybody's minds.
Huh.
If that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. It,
Like kind of almost like reverse psychology.
I get what you're saying. When half the pressers were the only ones that were really strong, I think that was a big problem. Because like you said, EA, like we said earlier, EA showed everything we wanted. Bethesda's just straight up sucked. Ubisoft was okay. I think that was it. Steve, I forget what your topic is, so I can't think of a way to segue into it. So what's your topic?
I was about to yell, Steve, what's your topic? Steve, what's your topic?
Oh,
And there you have it, ladies.
What?
Thank you,
Good
Eric.
bartender.
Oh.
Anyway, when I was a boy.
So 2 days ago.
Yeah, fuck you.
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 Fuck
Topic.
Please, we're already 31 minutes
you.
in.
Fuck you, Katie.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Steve, could you please inform us of your topic?
Anyway, when I was a boy, I became a man today. Well, not exactly today, but you know what I mean. And you know what? My life fucking sucked. So, I was thinking, what the hell do I want to do with my life?
Mhm.
What do I want to do before I die?
Mhm.
What do I want to get off the old bucket list?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go skydiving.
Okay. Only if we do it the original live action Power Ranger movie style,
Please.
where we're all doing the synchronized shit. One of us is on a
Can we?
snowboard
That
for some
sounds
reason,
So great.
Airboarding, yeah.
airboarding.
And then we all land with superhero landings.
Yeah. And face first.
Yep.
Steve, have you ever gone ziplining?
I have.
Okay, cool. I've met someone else who has. I effing loved it. Except,
I was going.
Was that your
to, but
bucket
then it
list item,
rained.
Eric?
Huh?
Meet someone else who's gone ziplining?
no, I just have not met anyone
Eric's
else. who
bucket
has.
list item is to get to 45.
No, that's a little late. I have to
Okay.
get to 40.
No.
You have to live past 40.
Technically, I have to live past 39.
Um,
I'm sorry, 38.
38.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was 19 when I was told I've already passed Half-Life.
Oh, so that's mathematically exactly where it would.
Yeah, mathematically,
Okay.
I have to beat 38.
Okay.
We can do it.
Yes.
Woo.
Yay.
Let's just hand me that soda.
Wait, no,
water
if
now.
at 19 you were past Half-Life, wouldn't
I
that
don't know
technically
how
have been...
far I passed, though.
I'm gonna
Wouldn't
say
that
1
technically
year.
have been 18, possibly?
I don't know.
I'm
They
gonna
never
say
told
1
me
year
when.
and say 18.
For all I know, it could have been 15. See?
It was
It could have
10.
been. It could have been 11.
It was 10. You made it.
Then... oh.
Anything.
No.
The
it's
second
10 and a
before
half.
the second before you turn 21, you die.
I would
Blech.
scream.
I pick up the shot, fall over.
I did it.
Ah.
Blow out the candle, just face first into the cake.
Very funny, Eric.
Eric.
Oh,
Eric.
I call his gifts.
Oh my god.
So are we still gonna eat that?
Are we still gonna eat that cake?
Yeah, here, pull him out. Pull him out. We'll cut. We'll cut
Yeah.
around.
We'll cut around.
We'll
the
cut
little,
around the
like-
head shape.
Yeah.
Wipe
Okay.
some off his glasses. That's not actually him, so that should be okay.
Yeah, that's fine. What do you mean it's not actually him?
The glasses aren't actually part of him.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought you were saying like him, and I'm like, I'm killing a clone. Like, what is happening here? I was so.
That's how you live past 21, Eric. We clone you. Keep your clone on ice. and we just didn't tell your clone what happened between the day of cryo freeze and the day you die.
And then the
That's
clone
exactly
instantly
how we have to
dies.
do it.
So on my bucket list now,
Cloning
beating
yourself.
all of you guys.
What, at death?
Yes.
I don't think I can die anymore. I think I've passed that point.
So her bucket list is dying.
Yeah. No, like, I think that's just like, I think there's a difference between a bucket list and like
A
an
goal.
end result that I need to get to. Do you know what I mean? With the amount of times that I have been sick or injured, I'm kind of certain I can't die. It's becoming
Kind
a
of
problem.
certain.
Like, guys, think about it. How many times have I been in the hospital? The answer is too many.
Okay, you didn't give us a chance to think or answer, so thanks.
You're welcome.
Spoiler.
Well, yeah,
Spoiler.
she spoils everything, doesn't she, Steve?
Oh my
No,
god.
she ruins everything.
I thought
That's
I,
it,
yeah,
Eric.
I thought I ruined everything.
By spoiling shit.
God damn it, I don't spoil things. I'm not that much of a jackass. I'm not.
Spoiler.
Oh my god. For what, life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The talking
Life's
to me?
full of surprises, Katie. We take away the surprises, what do we have?
I'm gonna kick you in
Depression.
the dick.
Despair.
I'm already there, Nick. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
We keep taking the surprises away from you and spoiling shit for yourself.
I'm gonna kick you.
Spoiler.
So,
anyway,
Steve,
my-
what else is on your bucket list?
Well, clearly not to die a virgin.
Oh, no. That's on any guy's bucket list.
Yeah, true that. Right, Eric?
Right, Eric? Eric,
Right.
please, make the two of us feel better and say right.
Eric?
Right.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh, God, thank God he's alive.
Okay, good. Okay, thank God. Thank God. We're not the only ones in the room.
Well, I guess I want to travel
That'd be very sad.
around the
I like
world.
how, wait.
I guess that's one. I should
Yeah.
go to Japan for once.
Traveling was on mine.
Yeah.
I still really want to do our idea of
Alright.
backpacking from the northernmost city in Japan to the southernmost city in Japan.
I've never
I
heard this.
still, we've told you.
Nope.
I still really want to do that idea.
I've heard backpacking across
Day
Europe with
6.
Travers.
We ate Nick.
Which says
Donner
everything
Party
about
Mate
these
Science.
guys. Backpacks across Europe with Travers, in which he, along the way, he's probably gonna say he's scouting out locations for his castle.
That's
or he's
100%
checking the
what it was.
defenses.
No. We were
I'm
all, like,
recruiting
Backpack
troops.
Hold on.
plus-
Hold on. We were
Hand with
100%
Nick.
gonna like scope the landscape and figure out what cities we can attack first. Like that was the plan.
I just want to backpack across a country I've always wanted to visit.
I want to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Amsterdam's on top of my bucket list.
I want to visit Venice before it's completely underwater.
But like it's kind
I
of
want to
already
go to
there.
Venice and sink it.
Eric, no.
No, Eric, not my homeland.
I want to go to China and just
You can sing
completely
my
jog
homeland,
the whole
that's fine.
Great Wall.
But
And
they
then
do
die
that
at the
already.
end.
Half of them disappear when it rains.
I can't help you with that.
Join the dead bodies that were cemented inside the wall.
I want to see you guys react to like a weird Asian country. Like I want to see you guys react to the
So-
Philippines.
Where's the metropolis?
So basically, my normal reactions.
No, but like I want them to like go get bagged soda and
I'm
Well,
alright.
go
them
get a
Mexican.
bunch of white girls stare at them
Well, I already.
and like chase you down on a bus.
So this is why I won't go to the Filipino ball with you. This is why I'm not going. You tell me it's going to be fun, but then you tell me shit like that happens
no,
in
it's
Philippines.
the Philippines, not the
You-
Filipino ball.
And these are all Filipino people at the ball.
But yeah,
Who
but,
you
like,
say are looking for a husband.
yeah, but like still, that won't.
That's a topic for a later day.
You won't be on the bus.
Katie, what's on your bucket list?
Amsterdam. I legitimately like. This sounds stupid considering what we just talked about, but I do want to go to the Philippines with a bunch of friends. I think it's
No.
it's a beautiful thing when you go and have fun.
No.
Well, at the very least,
I'd
I'll be
say-
safe.
I didn't say you people. I said friends.
Oh. Okay. So we're not
Steve,
friends.
Oh.
Steve, you are. I was just looking at Nick. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I didn't go to the fucking Philippines.
So we're gonna kidnap him and put him in a suitcase. So I'm hearing.
Well, I at least want to save him. So.
I will then file charges when we get back
the
to the
president won't
States.
care there.
When
He
we
doesn't
get
give
back
a
to the
fuck.
States.
We're never going back. That's the plot.
I will swim back. I am not a strong swimmer. I will train day and night.
You could swim to Australia.
You
I
can
think.
float.
I think you could
Or
swim
just
to
flip
Australia
all of
and then get to the American embassy.
Yeah,
from there.
I will do that.
I think you could do that. There is an American embassy in the Philippines. But it's
Also,
like,
I might have thought the Philippines were in a completely different location.
where do you think they are?
I thought they were.
They're off the coast of Asia.
I thought
Like-
they were north, southeast.
But like,
Technically,
they're-
they are southeast.
If you're going,
No, they'd be southwest.
they're southwest. They're right next to Australia.
Yeah.
But technically,
They're
it's
on-
still southeast.
If you go east
The
enough.
world is round. Remember, people?
Care.
Well,
Well, no, because once you pass Antarctica on that side, it'll be northwest.
Let me try this again.
If you're going in a
east
direction,
will take you to Japan. Going
Yeah.
west will take you to Japan.
Yeah.
But longer. There's no definition on which way it actually is.
it technically
Would it
that's,
be?
that's
Would it be longer to go
technically-
west, or would it be longer?
It's
to go?
longer. It's
it'd be
longer
allowed to go west.
It's longer to go west.
But you'll see a lot of
You're
stuff
going
along the
across the
way.
United States to get there.
So that's a plus.
No,
because you would still have to.
because there's nothing but ocean if you go east.
Yeah, but yeah,
If you go west, you'll pass hundreds of countries. Like you'll go through Europe and
Yeah.
then the Middle East and then Asia.
That's east, Eric.
That would be east. Yeah,
The
you're
Middle
right.
East.
Yeah, you go
It's
west, you
still-
just keep going
West.
Yeah, and then it's nothing but
Okay,
ocean.
so what we learned today is we don't know geography.
We don't.
No, it's because I
No,
was-
we just
No,
don't know geography.
we go west, we pass through the Middle East.
Yeah,
sun
Well, we
rises in
will.
the east, sets
Well,
in
we
the
yeah,
west.
we technically will if we go west far enough.
that's what he's. That's
That's my
point.
argument. If you go
If you go west
in
long
one
enough,
direction, you're still going to get there. It's just going to take a different time.
my point
Yeah.
is, I would like to go back and like go on like one of the island hopping tours with everybody and like actually have fun.
Mhm.
Cause like I love my grandparents.
And then Far Cry 3 would happen to us.
No. But like going like I love my grandparents, but like I wasn't allowed to leave them while we were there. Oh my god. I didn't even like
couldn't-
see him. I was like so focused on like talking.
Oh no, Eric would become boss.
Have I ever told you the definition of insanity?
Is it you?
I need to play Far Cry 3 again.
Dude, you gotta fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking go!
Okay. Katie's
will-
trying to take
I will
Eric's
fucking
lifeline.
bite your hand.
Oh no! Wouldn't be the first time.
So we've gone a little strangely on this topic.
A little bit.
Anyway, yeah.
So, travel is on my bucket list.
I think travel's on everybody's.
Travel's more or less on everyone's bucket list. It's
Yeah.
just
Because I want to go
where.
to
yeah.
Australia.
Okay, so what things do you guys want to do besides traveling? I guess that would be.
I want to see
Well-
the necropolis.
I don't know what that is.
I want to find Atlantis.
Good
I
luck,
need,
man.
I need to find my homeland.
I'm
Wait.
sorry. Hold on.
There.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Are you saying Venice is Atlanta?
Yes.
It will be.
I was gonna say like
I
they're-
mean,
they're
hold on.
very close.
If Venice is Atlantis, that means my bucket list of sinking Venice helps your bucket list of finding Atlantis and going to Venice.
Yes.
Guys, we're not going to Venice.
Well, no, Eric's got to go there first and sink it.
But like, what about all those books in that bathtub?
The bathtub will float away.
Did we tell you guys about that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. It was so funny. It's just like, yeah, there's books in this bathtub. Fucking Morgan Spurlock.
Anyway.
Katie, it
Um.
wasn't Morgan Spurlock.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was Bill Nye.
No, it was Inside
It
Man.
was Bill Nye.
We don't speak that
It
name
was the
in this
first
house.
episode. Global warming.
Oh, fuck, it was. It was Inside Man. Okay. Oh, because it was Carly Clausier. Alright, ignore me. But,
We always do.
God damn it.
For
I
good reason.
want...
You walked into that.
Yeah. I want to, I just want, like, to spend a date, like, this is gonna sound really stupid, but I want to go on an actual sailboat. Like a sailboat.
I would be down.
And just go for, like, 3 days and just go sailing. Like, I love the ocean. It's so great.
Well,
It's terrifying, but it's great.
Well, I already did a third of that.
All right,
What?
Eric. You.
Like, I've been on fishing boats before, but I've never been
Katie,
on
you
an
might
actual-
like
that too.
you might like the idea I'm about to propose.
Okay.
Eric, you, Travers, Alex, and Charlie Ever Jones just might hate me for wanting this. Do you just want to Oh, louder?
Yeah.
You can say, just yell at me. I don't fucking care.
Talk louder.
You're gonna hate yourself later.
Oh, I'll make sure. So, little backstory real quick. In the D&D game we recently started, I have a ship.
I'm his first mate.
Katie's my first mate.
Alex is your destroyer.
Alex
Alex-
destroyed our boat.
Alex burned a hole in my ship in the first fucking day.
Can my
D&D's our games are gonna be a topic several weeks down the road
When we like get
when
it
we have
going.
more to talk about
Yeah.
for it.
I wish we left part of that hole there, so that my room would be under it, and I could look at the stars.
Well, Eric, just shut
It's
up.
gonna take a while, Eric. I can work something
We're
out
not
for
even
you.
walking right now. We're not
I
even
can-
I'd be a
on the
hole in the
boat.
middle of the deck.
I put a
We
grate
just
over.
put
Put
a
a
For all
grate-
we
just
know,
put a
we
grate
I've
could
been
over.
never
trying.
guys.
But it's
Guys, for all we know,
Eric,
we
just put a
could
grate
never
over
see
it.
that ship again. I don't want it
Because
to happen.
someone shut down the ports.
Well, that means the ship will be there.
That's well. Okay, think if they go.
I mean, he's not wrong. It'll be there.
It'll
It'll
be
just
there.
have a giant hole in it.
Oh no, they have the
Because
they have
they
the
can't get
material.
through the
they-
gates to
Anyway.
bring materials.
Katie, how would you think about for a week
Uh-huh.
you and me just captaining a ship
Let's fucking
with everyone else
go
on board?
right now. I don't care. Let's go. I want to be on a boat.
There's like I want to now. I really want to find like an old timey, like I think Jack Dog from Black Flag, like that kind of ship.
Let's do it. Let's do. Have you guys ever been on the USS Constitution?
No.
No.
It's a ship in Boston. It's like ported there permanently. I don't remember why. It's an important ship in American history. That thing's fucking awesome. You get to like walk up and you can go in like the crow's nest and like underneath, and it's so cool. And I have this necklace that like was made from copper from the ship. It's fucking great.
We should build a boat.
Huh?
I'd
build
build
a
a Great
boat.
Wall.
China?
Mm-hmm.
I would, but I don't like walking. I don't want to walk up and down it. Like I want to get there and then just like be like, yeah. And
Yeah.
leave. And like the Grand Canyon, I don't get it. Like you go and you look at it for like 20 minutes, you're like, that's a canyon.
The Grand
You're
Canyon's it's just so every guy can say he pissed into the Grand Canyon.
but like you get
Well,
what I'm
it's
saying.
It's just the
Yeah.
Earth's giant butt crack.
That's so true.
What did
But it's not the
Marianas
longest-
Trench
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
that?
The Marianas is the longest,
See,
And
I would want to
deepest.
see that.
Yeah.
I would want to see the Marianas Trench, but
but you know you're
you can't
Yeah.
because death.
Yeah. Because
I would love to see the Titanic ruins, and I'd love just to go see Pearl Harbor.
Well, Katie, with the new Titanic being commissioned,
it won't be
Yeah.
long.
yeah, we'll be able to see that pretty quickly.
Hey guys, let's go on that.
Let's not.
Let's do it.
I don't like freezing water.
Let's not.
Let's
That's
do it.
that's like them commissioning a new Titanic's like them
Hear me
commissioning a
out
new
here,
blimp
though.
and calling it the Hindenburg.
But hear me out though. Let's. No one's willing?
Nope.
No.
No one wants to tempt fate with me?
No.
Do you know they made on Titanic too? Like the movie?
Yes.
Like the movie.
I-
Yes.
We've gotten somewhere else.
Because it's not great.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we have kind of.
Yeah, my bucket list for you to shut up now.
Good.
Oh, so sad. Your bucket list will never be completed. Fuck
No,
you.
I just have to die after you.
After me specifically?
Yeah,
Why?
because my bucket list is to win.
But yeah, like a lot of my bucket list stuff involves travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's also because we're kind of from, like, the area
A
we're from.
shitty.
It's kind of
place.
smaller and, like,
Yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
It's only shitty because it's only history here.
Yeah.
Like Amsterdam has like awesome
American
stuff.
history.
Yeah, like I want to go to the Colosseum.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That,
Like just
Rome
to
would be-
sit in those. Like if I could just go in there, sit in those stands, I guess, and like
Features.
You know what?
I'd be
and
content with
just
just seeing the
pretend
architecture.
I am your.
I would have a full-on sword fight.
That's what the Ren Fair is.
You'd be
Let me
dead.
continue. I'm talking full-on armor, blunt, so metal,
Yeah.
You know you can get armor at
And,
the Ren Fair,
um,
right?
shield, just
Like-
like full-on heat.
You can get
I
real
would
armor at
still
the Ren
beat
Fair.
all of you.
You can get that there.
I know
Like,
that,
like,
but it's still gonna be like
Yeah, it would still be a great thing to
it's
do.
also expensive as
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
Like I got a costume there once and it was like $90 cheapest, just for like a regular like wench costume.
They have the sword from Blade that I want.
Do they really?
Yeah, because it's supposed to go into his jacket.
That's
and
kind
be
of awesome.
mostly hidden.
Yeah, the Ren Fair is so great.
It was in a pirate ship too. Okay, we've definitely gotten far out.
Yeah. I want to be a pirate for a day. Like, on
Remember,
the
Kitty?
bucket list.
Kitty, remember, we get the boat.
Yeah, I mean, like not like a real pirate, but like I don't know.
It's
I don't wanna,
almost
like-
exactly what I'm saying we go do for a
I don't
week.
want to go kill people. Do you know what I'm saying?
So, Katie, almost exactly like I
Yeah.
suggested we go
Yeah.
do for a week.
I'm saying yes. Let's do it. In the film.
I'd like to remind everyone that we are Patreon supported. Hashtag ad. You go there, you go to patreon.com/shake and bake. You can toss us a couple bucks and the show comes out better. We work out better, we get fed, we get better equipment,
We can hire better writers.
better writers, an actual editor, and it'll be good for us.
Yeah.
Give us
Please.
your love.
Katie, what's the topic?
Okay, so Sunday night, 71st annual Tony Awards were on. And
Wait, hold on. Let's take a poll. Everyone,
who cares?
raise your hand if you don't care. 3 to 1.
All right.
3 to 1. Katie, shut up.
Listen. All right, assholes. My
Katie,
point
We
is,
do it out of love.
lies.
For
He
your
doesn't
own
love
good.
me. He just
no one saw anything.
They won't.
Just like that. No, it was just like down the shore. I saw it. I didn't know what the fuck I saw.
I was like, Nick, you saw that, right? He's
Like,
like,
Katie,
I don't know
I
what
saw it.
I
I saw something. I don't know what the fuck I saw.
So the 71st annual Tony Awards were on Sunday night. And I'm watching them. I made him watch them with me. I disagreed
Who's him?
with you. Okay, I made Eric watch them with me, and I disagreed with a lot of things that
Audio
won.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagreed with a lot of things that won, what they won, and things like that. And I wanted to ask you guys about, like, do you guys watch award shows?
No.
Nope.
At all?
Nope.
No.
Like in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
I
what-
used to
I-
like. I used to watch Spike's Video Games Awards
Exactly.
for like 2 years, and then I stopped caring.
It's the only one I watch. The Oscars are so bad and
I
so
don't
wanky.
watch the Oscars.
They're so.
I used to watch the CMAs
Ugh.
until I stopped listening. It's pretty much just the music stuff, because I feel like I consume way more music on a daily basis than I do movies or television.
Yeah.
Just because I kind of live my life by the theory of I have to listen to music or I'm gonna explode in my mind. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be in your own Broadway musical.
Me personally,
Yeah.
but like,
How wasn't that on your list?
because I can't sing or dance and I ruin it.
You can write.
Okay, yeah, but like, I don't consider that on my bucket list. I consider that a career goal. As someone who wants to be a writer,
All right.
that's just considered to me as a career goal of like, bucket list is being
So
is
the
going,
Tonys
going to the
sucked.
Tonys. They did. It was upsetting.
To one person.
Yeah, and a lot of people I saw on Twitter were kind of, a lot of people were okay with what was happening. Especially, so there's a specific show called Dear Evan Hansen. I know you guys don't care. I'm just gonna quick thing. Basically, it's about this kid. He's a creep. He's a liar, and he gets away with it.
Okay.
And he gets the girl, and everything turns out fine. I'm not really okay with that message. I don't like the way they portray the character, where he like literally stalks this girl around his school. It won like 10 Tonys on Sunday.
It won 6.
7.
7.
Because it won best. It won best.
6, 7, or 10, Katie? Which one is it?
It does. My point is, it won a lot.
It won more.
It won more than necessary.
When?
So basically, more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won
like
more
one
than-
Oscar. If everything got one Oscar, if everything got one Tony, that would make sense. If one show gets more than 3, something's a little weird.
So I asked the question to you guys, like, I'm trying to just figure out like how you guys feel about award shows, how you
I
feel
want
about
to,
the judging and the.
I want to tell these guys something about a speech we saw in the Tonys.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, you guys know how in award shows, if your speech goes on too long, they will start to play you off, or in that one case of the VGAs, Private Lipton will take you by the shoulders, throw you to the ground, and teabag you. You remember that, right?
No, what?
No, yeah.
year
During the
was
VGAs
that?
one year, a man who was dressed up as a soldier named Private Lipton, like Lipton Tea, would take you, force you to go on the ground, and he would teabag you if your speech went on too long. You know why?
And that's why I stopped watching.
Yeah.
Like, the-
So, what happened
also that
on
really,
Sunday was...
also that really weird year they went. Off, they didn't have the big stage. It was like a
Yeah.
like a condo apartment, like brick condo apartment kind of thing.
It was
That
the
weird
weird
one-
low budget week.
Yeah, it was a weird low budget one. It was just like, okay, if they're gonna keep doing this, I'm not watching it now.
Well, this one woman whose name doesn't actually matter, but she's like a rather prominent name. She starts her speech for what, like leading actress?
supporting actress in a musical.
That was supporting actress that when she.
Oh no, it was leading. It was leading. Because she was
Yeah,
in Harlem
leading
Nights.
actress in a musical. Blah blah blah. Who cares? They start playing her off. Guess what?
She goes, "Cut that crap off. I got more to say." And she just talks through it.
For like
5
3.
minutes.
Yeah, she just keeps going and going.
And Eric's problem is that everyone on Twitter and pretty much everybody was praising her for that.
Praising her for
No.
taking everyone else's time for herself.
No. No, you have a set time frame. You can be pissed about it, but you can go, oh, guess my time's up and I'll have to leave. You have a set time frame for some shit. You have a set time frame. You don't...
Dictate. Turn that off. I'm not gonna stop.
No.
Because she literally said, quote, "Cut that crap off."
No. You don't get to dictate when your time ends. The award show, who has a set time frame for
Who has
everything,
given you this award?
and has a set time frame for when everything needs to be wrapped up.
Yep.
They get to dictate when your time's done and when you have to stop your speech. It sucks you don't get to say everything you want to say,
But that happens
but
to everybody.
you can't use up the award show's time, the next speech giver's time, because I'm gonna guess they probably had to cut everyone off by an X amount of time just to be able to fit within time frame for the entire
they
show.
didn't show anything like that. I'm sure
They
that
put in like the
happened.
bit part, like best lightings.
So
and,
like
just
a lot of awards you don't actually. Especially I don't know if it's the same with the Oscars. 'Cause I don't really watch the Oscars or anything. But at the Tonys, certain awards you don't necessarily see happen.
Yeah.
They happen in the commercial break, and they're like, oh, well, you want a commercial? This happened. This happened. This happened.
Yeah.
For like the smaller ones, like best lighting, best background orchestral sound
Yeah,
like
the-
organization.
The technical and mechanical behind the scenes stuff.
A lot is like yeah.
Which I think is complete bullshit. They do that stuff
Yes.
during the commercial break.
I believe so as well.
But
these
It's
are
the-
all faces that no one actually cares
Especially
no
about.
one cares about, but should still get the recognition they fucking
Well,
deserve.
this year they also it was
But
weird.
they're-
None of that shit would be as good as it was for the people in the background, for the guys running the lighting, for the guys running cameras.
But also for
That's
these
my point.
awards, one person is giving an award is receiving an award for a team of up to like 30 people who are actually doing the work. So then no one is winning, even if they spend time on this award, they'd have to bring up all 30 of the Foley and lighting people.
Who also probably
At this
aren't
point,
there.
you're giving the award to the manager or the supervisor instead of that man
I
who climbed into the
there
rafters
should,
and
I
pulled the light.
still think there should be more recognition
Yes.
tied to it, even if they just want to quickly throw up the names of the team on like a big plasma
Yeah, we
screen, or just have the guy say thanks to everyone on the team. Too many people to name that right now, but you know who you are. Just
And there's
don't-
better ways, yeah.
I get why. Because actors are bigger names, actors are the people you see, but there's a lot more to behind the scenes that I think a lot of people realize or
That's true.
care about, which is a damn shame.
I think, not to be weird about it, but I think that is kind of especially true because this is about live theater. Everything's happening live. I think for a movie, it's easier for that kind of thing to kind of, in a way, kind of get swept under the rug because it's a lot of post, like with live theater especially. I think it's because it's real time every night, every night they have to make sure that this light's in this place and do this,
Yeah.
and make sure that this is set up correctly, and make sure that this is programmed to go off at this exact time or you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
So, and this year they also made a big deal about they brought back 2 categories for light and sound
Oh.
that they had taken away a few years ago, and they brought them back because a lot of people wanted them back. But why bring them back if you're not going to show them? That's my question.
To fill time.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
good point.
It's to fill a good minute maybe.
It's
During
to
a
fill
highlight
time
reel
or
after
to create
commercial.
another commercial break.
So, yeah, it was interesting. But I wanted to get your guys' thoughts about award shows in general because there's something that are so prominent in media, but I don't think anybody really talks about them until they're happening.
Well, because they don't matter.
They don't
until
matter.
happen.
That's what I'm saying. But
Like the only time people talk about the Oscars is night of the Oscars, and the
Day
night
after.
the nominations are released.
and day after, I'd say.
Well, yeah, because that's for all the people who didn't watch it.
Right.
Get
It's
all
like,
their
oh,
answers.
okay.
So I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
All right.
Do you trust award shows? I do not.
How do you mean?
I
Do you
mean
trust how they're judged? Like
how they're judged.
this
and
winning
handled.
this. Do you trust that? Because I don't.
I
really
don't
either.
think. How should I word this? I don't distrust them,
Okay.
but at the same time, one award show should not be seen as absolute law.
Okay.
Cause
Right.
when you get down to top 100s, award shows, even reviews, especially reviews, it's all that specific person or group of people's opinion.
Okay.
So them saying, oh, this movie had the best directing or the best, oh, this person played this character better than all these other characters who are very different when you get down to each character's individual levels. I don't think they should be seen as, well, no. I don't think like the big name awards should be seen as the absolute gospel that I feel a lot of people see them as,
Okay.
because they're just one group of people's opinion versus I could say we could do our own nothing award show and just say here's a list of the people we thought did the best in these categories throughout the year,
Okay.
and
Right.
it would essentially be the same thing, just ours doesn't have the spectacle and the money behind it and the name.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I agree.
how do you feel about like the impact of not even getting an award, getting nominated? Because there's something very interesting that happened this year where a show didn't get nominated. 2 days after nominations came out, it announced it was closing. That's how quick the Tonys are. Like, because it is live theater and it's because it's like, oh, you didn't get a Tony, get out of my theater. That's how that kind of works. So I want to...
Once
Okay.
again, I find that complete bullshit. Cause like, oh, you didn't get nominated. They get what, 4 nominations for each category?
It depends. You can get up to 12.
In a
nominations.
single category.
Oh, in a single category?
In a single category.
You can get you can get up to 4.
4
technically.
nominations.
So someone could
Guess
have
what?
just gotten
There's
edged
probably several. I'd say maybe like at least 3 dozen live theater shows going on throughout the course of the entire year.
Oh, I'd say about 13 shows.
Really, only 13.
That
Of-
at a time, like.
But I
Of-
mean, throughout the
of
course
larger
Oh,
names.
throughout the year. Oh,
of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
entire
plenty,
year.
Plenty, yeah.
So, all right, they were chosen for they had to narrow down to 4 of 36. Of course, a show could be damn near perfect,
Yes.
but these other shows, for whatever reason, these group of people
Right.
whose opinions were these 4 shows were just a bit better than yours, shouldn't mean
End all be all.
no.
It shouldn't be
Shouldn't
absolute.
be the end all be all. The only reason that show should have closed was because it wasn't bringing in the money for the theater.
Right.
It sucks that happens because
Yeah.
go about into the theater as much of as a creative endeavor
Okay.
it is, and that's also a business.
So.
And businesses have to make business decisions. So that's the only way it lost popularity it just wasn't bringing the money. That's the only reason,
A show should close.
only business reasons, a show should close.
Do you think that money should have any impact at all on whether a show gets nominated?
Nominated?
Not
No.
really. No.
Not like even like broad like
No.
let's grosses for
No.
the year.
I don't think,
like ticket
but
sales.
it does.
Like let's
Well,
say like
Ticket sales, maybe.
like ticket sales. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, actual ticket sales.
Ticket sales, yeah. Yeah.
Because I
Are we
remember
talking about numbers of tickets sold, or
Money
numbers
ca- money came
money
in from
came in
tickets.
from? Okay.
Oh.
Profit.
But then that shreds smaller theaters. Like if Hamilton was put in some far off Broadway theater, still
was.
absolutely amazing play.
Mhm.
Tickets were only $15.
Yeah.
Then that absolutely shreds them because they weren't in the Globe, in which it's like $300 a ticket for a cheap seat.
It's $350 for the cheapest seat in Hamilton.
Jesus.
I took a guess and I yelled, the Globe was Shakespeare's theater.
Yeah. Mhm.
Fuck.
I just ignored you. I was like, let me just let
Good
that
job,
happen.
Gross pay. Well,
Because I remember there was a show that got a lot of backlash for not getting nominated, even though it had several $1 million in ticket sales. Like people were loving it, and it was just
Yeah.
like the Broadway League was just like, no,
no,
we're just not doing it.
That's cool.
no. There's four shows that can get nominated for each category. Gross pay should not affect it at all.
Okay. So
So I want to mention something that happened at the Oscars several years ago. Something I mention all the time because
Oh.
it proves how broken and how fucked the system of the Oscars are. The movie 12 Years a Slave. You know what it's about?
Being a slave for 12 years.
Yes, it's the story of some slave. I never saw the movie. I didn't read the book. Played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. Yeah, apparently that's the name. And chronicling the story of this one man who was a slave. The issue was, the Oscar committee, they didn't watch it. It won Oscars that night. Several of the Oscar judges said they didn't even watch it. But it was a movie that they know would win an Oscar. Of course, the Oscar system is broken because there are, even before I watched the Adam Wins Everything, I knew you had to take out ads, had to pretty much,
for your consideration campaign.
yes, that's what they call it, for your consideration campaigns, in which you catered, like the studio would throw parties, invite a bunch of celebrity guests, and then invite a bunch of Oscar judges, because the Oscar judges' names are public. You can cater yourself to them. You can purposely hand them an iPad where the only movie on it is 12 Years a Slave. It doesn't matter if they watch it, but 12 Years a Slave and that
Sent you
studio
an iPad.
just gave them an iPad.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I vote?
Now,
for
mind
it?
you, it is a good movie. It is a very good, heart-wrenching book and movie.
But that's not the point.
But the
is
point
it
was
got
they didn't bother.
the nominations because they didn't even care. They're like, oh, this looks like it would win an
Like-
Oscar, so it's gonna win an Oscar.
Skip to another situation from, I think, last year or 2 years ago. Katie's gonna hate me when I say this. Mad Max Fury Road won several Oscars. The woman who came up for the Oscars, had a bedazzled Fury Road logo on her back of her denim jacket.
Really?
Yeah. It was pink, it was bedazzled, it was so cool. But like the Oscars and people were shredding her for not looking like the Oscars were this massive spectacle to be shown and displayed and be touted in front of everyone. She showed up in jeans. Mind you, she was not the prettiest woman. She was rather large, but she showed up in jeans, a t-shirt, and a denim jacket. With her own movie on her back. And like she gets her Oscar. And like the Oscar committee hates her now because she diminished the importance of the Oscar. And I'm pretty sure they didn't want to give Fury Road an Oscar. Because let me tell you something, sci-fi movies don't win Oscars.
No.
Nah.
You need to be White Guilt, 12 Years a Slave, American History, Lincoln, or The Blind Side, which is simultaneously White
It's
Guilt
both.
and yeah. Like it's just
The Blind Side is a great movie.
the Oscars. They may as well judge movies literally by their covers because it doesn't matter if it makes the Oscars look more prestigious. That was the word.
Oh my god. Eric, are you telling me that you just had like an epiphany about the word prestige?
No, because I was trying to say it when I was talking about Fury Road
Uh-huh.
because she didn't make it look as prestigious, and I said touted and everything else.
Do you guys feel that like celebrities should have like you should have to dress up for the Oscars like for an award show?
As a big public event,
By the way, this is our last topic. We will finish with this, and I guess that's pause.
Yeah, dressing up for like
Shut up.
so like dressing up for an award show.
Dressing up for award shows.
How do you guys like? I don't see a problem with it, but I don't think there should be like
I
a strict. Like if I'm gonna, I don't think you should be allowed to show up in like sweatpants. But you should look decent.
But the problem is, then it comes down to
What's your
what is
definition?
qualifying as decent.
Yeah.
Once we start qualifying what is decent,
At that
then
point, just make a black tie. That's the only way.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what's decent? Slacks and a dress shirt. Okay, now it's slacks, a dress shirt, and a blazer.
Add a
Now
tie and
it's
yeah.
a tie, a bow tie, dress shoes,
Wear a
shave.
suit. Yeah.
Wear a suit. You just like, when you draw a line, eventually the line's gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, let me ask this.
By the way, VGAs, t-shirt.
That makes sense though. I
The
can-
Man Awards, flannels, and you get your mantlers.
So like okay, you guys, you're going to an award show. You got invited to an award show. Not even like present. You're just in the audience. Where do you go to get your like clothes? Like how much are you spending?
I guess I'll just go back to Men's Warehouse and get another suit.
Same.
Because the old one doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
I never have my Men's Warehouse
I've
card.
I've never understood the point of spending like $500 or $1,000 on a fucking suit.
Just to
Because
wear for a day.
It's all
Wait.
prestige.
It's all prestige. Yeah, it's all prestige. That's fucking money I could be using for other shit.
Exactly.
It's like I will buy a
Also,
$100, maybe $200
it doesn't matter
suit,
when men get their
depending.
suits.
Maybe $200 on a suit.
Because I was thinking about this, and I was like, if I showed up at a red carpet,
'Cause-
and they were like, "Where'd you get your dress?" and I was like, "Macy's," people would lose their goddamn mind.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and you say "fuck you." It looks nice,
Like,
and I got it,
Forever
and I didn't
21.
And this
blow
is like
half a month's
$80
salary on it.
This is $80 for a dress, which is cheap. Like,
if someone asks you got your earrings, just yell out Claire's and like flip
oh
them
my
off.
god,
Oh, I know what I want on my bucket list.
what?
I forgot about
I
that.
forgot about it too.
What I want on my bucket list is to win an award
Oh yeah.
and then find a way for them to revoke it. Like I want to like get an Oscar, not thank the Academy, because notice everyone thanks the Academy, and then they thank their family, and then they thank God or the studio. I want to get an Oscar and say
This is for me.
I won this. This was all me. This is my skill, my money. Goodbye. Leave. Rip off my shirt. Flip off the camera.
It's a denim jacket with Fury Road on the back.
Yes, rip off your
It's not on the back of the jacket. He takes off his shirt and it's like on his back. It's like ironed onto his back, like bedazzled.
Please.
Oh god, no.
I mean, I witnessed at my own graduation.
You did.
Yeah.
I remember that very
Nice.
specifically. I was just like, that's Eric.
Yeah.
Because I saw their hands in the air. Yeah.
War shows are fucked, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mm.
We should watch the Adam Ruins Everything after this.
Should watch what?
Adam ruins everything.
One at a time so I can actually understand what it was you said.
Adam ruins everything.
Everything. Okay.
Adam Conover does his thing where he ruins everything.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
I just do not understand.
He goes into the history of
all.
a situation like
A
the
wedding.
Oscars or
Wedding rings.
Wedding Rings, and like he points out like this
This
is
is
all
real
an
fun.
elaborate lie. It's just squeezing money out of you or forcing votes one way or the other.
It kind of sucks because you realize how much shit's
It's
like
pretty much
fucked
proving the system is broken, whatever
in
the system is.
every way. Yeah.
Well, everybody, that was certainly something for all of us.
But Eric, we only did 3 topics.
I'm okay with that.
But no, Eric, we only did 3 topics.
But
But Eric, we
we
only
did
did 3
two
topics.
real good topics, and I don't want to do
Which were the 2 good ones?
figure that out. We did 2 real good topics, and I don't want to ruin it with my really boring one. Also, unless we want to take this, either we use me short, either we do mine short, or we just cut it.
We're at like an hour 15.
Yeah, we're an hour 16 right now.
I don't care either way.
Ah, fuck it. We can spend 14 minutes on adaptations. Eric, what's the topic?
Well, Eric, we're waiting.
Sorry, Eric's not answering.
Yeah.
I think he thinks we're cutting, like we're going without him.
Uh-huh.
He's a root idiot,
Yeah.
big old dickhead.
We know.
Totally thinks Bigfoot's real.
Just
But like
total piece
all
of
the time,
shit.
I tell him it's not Bigfoot ain't real.
Yeah.
It's a chupacabra.
So, we'll
Is
see
it
you guys next time on a
Is
Shake
it the
and Bake.
Kingdom of Chupacabra?
El Kingdom of Chupacabra.
What was that? What? What? Go ahead.
Like
Yeah,
I just want to talk about adaptations.
Okay.
Now I didn't actually come with a plan.
You had me pick yours randomly off a list.
Yes.
Improv, go.
Improv, go. Oh no, do we talk about good adaptations? Do we talk about bad adaptations? Do we talk about what we want in adaptations and what we hate in adaptations?
Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
First thing I want, because it's my topic, I'm going to kick it off. Do you know what I think the first thing you should do with an adaptation is?
Huh.
Throw out the source material. You know why? Because people aren't going to be happy either way. Now, I absolutely love the Warcraft movie, and it is so bad. And it's just a story it's just a story from the original Warcraft history. But if you half-ass an adaptation, what happens?
People get
A
pissed.
video game movie happens. If you throw out the source material, you get a good video game movie, like the Lara Croft movies. Why? Because it's not just a story from the game rewritten and then regurgitated so that it removes player
It's taking
player
the characters
agency.
and putting them in a new situation.
It's putting them in a story that would dictate this is the story we want to tell with these characters in this way.
Okay.
Next, you'd like to say something?
But you can still get crap movies
Yeah, you could.
like the majority of the Resident Evil movies.
The Resident Evil movies are so bad. They're so bad. But do you know why? Because they keep pointing out really weird things from the game series that they just keep putting in. Like they start by making a zombie movie, and then say, "Hold on, this is a Resident Evil movie. Let's put Leon in this, and then let's put that virus. And oh no, here's Wesker. He does a thing, right? That's where Resident Evil screws up. Instead of just making. Do you guys watch The Walking Dead? You guys?
No.
I've seen a few.
Okay. Have you ever seen Fear the Walking Dead?
I have not.
It's another Walking Dead show, but it's at a different time, following a different group of people during the beginning of the outbreak.
Okay.
Okay.
If you ask me, Fear the Walking Dead is a lot better. Do you know why? Because it doesn't have to do with the comics, and we're following a different set of characters with their own stories instead of here is sheriff father, shitty son, crazy mother. Trust me, she's crazy. And since we're not following these three, we don't have something to compare them to. Oh my god, I sound like shit. We don't have something to compare these people to. And there's no, like, ruler for what this character would or would not do in this situation. We have a fleshed out character of their own standing. I feel like someone has I feel like someone has an argument or has no clue what to say.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see where you're coming from with the whole like
Throughout.
throw the source material out. But at that point, then that's not an adaptation. That's fan fiction.
So you're telling me
So
every single extended universe Star Wars.
I don't.
So Katie,
I think you're
you
misunderstanding.
saying is it becomes 50 Shades of Grey.
That's what I'm.
Which is like the greatest fan fiction.
Because it got published.
It's
No, because it got a movie. Being published
and a
is
sequel
and a sequel.
and another sequel
It's,
Yup.
it's a trilogy.
and a prequel.
Yes, it did.
Wait,
oh, it's
really?
called Grey, right?
Yep.
Really?
In which I'm pretty
I was making a
No,
joke.
yeah, it's 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, 50 Shades Freed, and then
And
the prequel is Grey.
Grey. Yep.
Oh my God.
I give up. I give up on Hollywood.
I sincerely wish I was kidding you,
Like they're all happening. Neither of the actors in those movies want those movies to happen,
but they're happening.
but they're happening. Like what's her name and Jamie Dornan hate each other. Like legitimately cannot stand being around each other at all. There are stories of them getting into like screaming matches on set because they hate each other, but they signed the contract, so they're there. But like I think at that point that's taking characters that you know, throwing them into a new setting, a new story, and seeing how they react. That's the definition of fan fiction. Now whether it's good or not, I think is besides the point. I think at that point that's not an adaptation anymore. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Which is why
I may have, when I said throw out the source material, may have meant something entirely different.
Okay.
Because when I mean throw out the source material, I mean throw out, this is Rise of the Tomb Raider, the game, the movie.
Okay.
I mean, write Rise of the Tomb Raider as a movie.
Okay. Yes, we went two different ways then.
Because B movie, the game.
Because I think what I was understanding was
You
Like,
meant, you
Wreck-It
believe I
Ralph.
meant throw out the entire story.
Wreck-It Ralph could be considered fan fiction.
Wreck-It Ralph is the greatest video game movie to ever exist.
That's also true.
It's one of the good ones.
It's
Yes.
a great one. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing.
But
Oh, it also tells you to never mess with the status quo.
yes,
True that.
I'm not kidding. It tells Ralph, don't change. You're a bad guy. Stay a bad guy.
but it also
I'm a bad guy,
doesn't mean
but
I'm
that's
a bad
all right.
guy.
Vanellope von Schweetz. Sweets?
Schweetz.
Yeah, Vanellope von Schweetz. She's the princess. Something changed.
Spoilers for
Now
Wreck-It
she's-
Ralph, by the way.
Who cares? And like what she told, you're a glitch. Stay a glitch. You'll never
I think
win
it's more about
the
embracing.
race.
I think it's more about embracing who you are.
I got that message too, Katie. That's more about being true to yourself.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to ruin this.
but I think Wreck-It Ralph is. I would consider that fan fiction. For
Well, yeah, because
But it's fan
it's
fiction
not
of
based
what?
off anything else, so it's not an adaptation.
I think it's one of the greater versions of a fan fiction you can ever possibly get. But it's
Because the other end is 50 Shades of Grey.
exactly.
OC plus designated world, and then Sonic telling you don't die outside of your game.
Yeah.
And my OC goes to other games anyway.
You see Pac-Man in the movie. You see
Sonic.
Qbert.
Yeah.
yeah, Qbert. Thank you.
Yeah. Diablo.
It's a fan fiction.
Zangief.
Like I
Jane
don't.
Lynch.
Jane Lynch is there. I don't even want to talk about Jane. But
Dynamite Gal.
I think we're getting to the point where we're trying to, not like us specifically, but I think Hollywood's taking the idea of an adaptation and turning it into fan fiction.
Well, because when
And I think that might be a little dangerous. Because, then I think
because the
people
problem is
relax
when they adapt, it's the movie.
The game.
Yeah,
book,
it's
The game, the movie.
Yeah, the game, the movie. It's not.
Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, the new Ratchet and Clank.
I didn't
That's
see it.
weird though, because
Hold
that's a decent movie and a pretty good game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
hold on. Let's the Ratchet and Clank movie is Ratchet and Clank the movie for the new Ratchet and Clank. Pause. That's how movies have been doing it. Now, what I want is the original Ratchet and Clank. That game is its own game. It
Okay.
is Ratchet and Clank the game.
Right.
If that game were to be a movie and adapted, it would be the new Ratchet and Clank the movie. that would be the way it should be done.
Okay.
It is, I am now telling this story of this Lombax and this robot doing what they do.
Okay.
Instead of, I am retelling this game, this book.
Okay, so would you guys consider remakes in the same category as adaptations?
No.
Depends on how close
No.
you're remaking it.
The live action versus animated Disney movies.
Then the only problem I have with those is they cast horribly.
Well, no, even
Like, there's
then,
the baker with his
those
breath
aren't
like,
those are more. I would count those as just new as live action adaptations of the original source material,
That's
not
what I'm saying.
remakes of the original animated movie.
Because that,
Yeah, they are
but it is a remake.
Although I still think Lion King is a really weird one to do a live action
Because
movie
it's
of.
not live action at all. It's all CGI.
Yeah, and even Jungle Book was. You
Jungle
have
Book I
one.
liked.
I don't think it's. I didn't say it was bad. I also think a live action adaptation was necessary
That's fair.
since there's one human being in the entire.
That's fair. They're doing
Story.
Winnie the Pooh as well, apparently.
Oh my god.
No.
No, leave my childhood
No,
alone.
no.
We
no.
all
touch-
love Winnie the Pooh. by
Don't
the way,
touch my
right?
poo.
We're all Eric. Shut up. we all can get on the thing of like Winnie the Pooh is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Want to make sure I didn't murder anybody.
Eric has no soul.
Yeah, apparently I have no soul because it bores me. I think the idea of a kid hanging out with this bear in, was it 1,000 Acre Wood?
100 Acre Wood.
100 Acre Wood is this kid. It's Calvin and Hobbes, but it's
No.
Calvin and Hobbes' world.
Alright.
Yeah,
That's
The
my
only
favorite.
way I'll be okay if with live action Winnie the Pooh
I want a
is
Calvin
that at
and
the
Hobbes
very
movie.
end you realize the kid is like a 25-year-old something on an acid trip, and he's just
Apparently-
hanging out with a real bear this entire time,
So,
and the bear just mauls him afterwards. That's the only way I'm gonna be okay with live action Winnie the
apparently, what
Pooh.
it's going to be is it's adult Christopher Robin coming back to the 100 Acre Wood.
Okay, do that
remembering
as
his
animated
childhood.
though.
Yeah,
Do
I-
that as
I've
animation.
Yeah.
that's Return to Neverland right there.
Yes. I like that movie. A lot of people don't like that movie.
We should make.
I like that movie.
Do you know what we should do? We should kidnap all the people who are making what's it called?
Live action.
No,
Let's not
no,
kidnap
stop,
anyone.
stop. You need to hear my idea. We need to kidnap all the people who are making the Captain Underpants movie. That whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have them throw out that script or put it on pause for later. I don't care. And have them make a Calvin and Hobbes movie.
I think that was a plan though.
And
I
like
believe that
actually make
that's-
the creator of Calvin and Hobbes work with them. Because he's not getting anything from those Calvin pissing on things stickers.
I love those.
No,
those
like
comics
that
are great.
image is stolen from him.
Yeah.
And like the first time he saw it, he pulled over and cried. Because he got no money from it and he got no recognition from it.
So
So,
apparently
moving on.
in 2013, Bill Watterson and why we won't see a Calvin and Hobbes movie.
Like one. Just use like it's Hobbes.
The visual sophistication of Pixar blows me away,
Katie,
but I have.
find the important part.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause it
But I
feels
have
like
zero interest in animating Calvin and Hobbes. If you've ever compared a film to a novel it's based on, you know the novel gets bludgeoned. It's inevitable because different media have different strengths and needs. And when you make a movie, the movie's needs get served. As a comic strip, Calvin and Hobbes works exactly the way I intended it to. There's no upside for me in adapting it.
So yeah, like you said,
Why do- what?
if you just make the book the movie, it gets bludgeoned because you're trying to make a book.
Yeah.
Into a different form of media.
You're trying to give a book visual instead of giving a book space.
Right.
And if we go around and look at the source of media with the most adaptations, Steve and I's biggest weakness, anime,
Yep.
where 90% of all fucking anime is an adaptation of some light novel or manga.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they have to come from somewhere.
Yeah, they all come from somewhere.
There's no original ideas anymore.
Please, I don't need that. I don't
That's a
need
topic
that
for another
shit
time,
again.
Katie. That's
Yeah.
that's a
I think
topic
we
for
should do
another
this.
time.
That'll be a solo probably.
Okay.
But if you look at it this way, see, usually one of our favorite animes ever, Fairy Tail. You read the manga, very
Read the manga?
very one-on-one with the actual anime aside from the 2 anime exclusive arcs.
Yeah.
Very almost one for one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right.
Very tight. Very
Steve,
close.
look at another one of our favorite animes, Arpeggio Blue Steel. where it has where other than like the setting and characters, the actual story has nothing to do with the original source material. It is just completely different.
And it turned out great.
It turned out fucking amazing. But then you have original Full Metal. You have Mare and original Full Metal. Where halfway they caught up to the source material, and they go fuck. We got to continue off another direction, and didn't do too great. To the point where Brotherhood happened, and it was a lot better from what people tell me because I haven't seen either. Eric's nodding in agreement.
It is.
So, throwing out the entire source material doesn't, I don't think, always works. Because if a source material is good, the source material is good.
It's good to know the source material.
But it depends on where the source material is coming from. We talked a lot about games and everything getting adapted. But turning games into movies is always a tricky thing.
And then there's the Angry Birds movie.
And then there's Angry Birds movies, which we don't talk about.
We don't talk about.
Okay, so let me pause real quick. Pause you real quick. I'm guessing you guys have never seen the Millennium Trilogy?
No, I don't think
Go
so.
with the Dragon Tattoo?
No.
Go Kick the Hornet's Nest, Go Play with Fire?
No.
Heard of it. Never
Okay.
really
I didn't
In
know
the
it was a
first
trilogy.
book, in the first book, he died before he put out a fourth. Yeah. In the first
shit.
book, the man who's telling the story, he's a reporter in the story. He spends a whole good 3 pages describing, like, explaining his family, people we never see in this book, and how, like, he hates them, their internal issues.
Mhm.
I believe in the Swedish adaptation, they completely cut that scene out. In the American adaptation, he rattles off his family's name. He rattles off his closer family, but he's still talking about, like, and then my mother, who fought with my brother about his alcohol, his alcohol addiction. And when you take, that is, the Swedish version is giving a book room to expand into a movie. The American is turning the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the book, the movie.
Okay.
Yes. Adapting foreign movies does this a lot too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Old Boy, it's a very good movie. I don't want you to ever watch it. You would hate it, and it will disgust you. The twist is,
Okay.
For those listening, he pointed at Katie.
yeah.
Like, directly at
Yes.
me.
The twist is, the man who's put in prison, Odaisu, he's been with his daughter the whole time.
I
And
know.
he doesn't know this. And they've made love, and then...
Okay.
But this is a man punishing Odaisu. Okay, blah, 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 whatever. The American, it's his daughter, it's lesser, but then Odaisu is a psychotic monster who, instead
you told
of...
me about this.
Yeah, like, is a psychotic monster who didn't fight people to see if he could survive being out of this prison for, like, 15 years. He beats down a group of kids playing soccer to see if he could beat someone down. Another movie, Let the Right One In, and then the American version, Let Me In, is about a little vampire girl who hangs out with a kid named Oscar. In the American version, the little girl, she's not just a vampire, she is like pure, I'm a monster. In the foreign, she's a little girl who is a monster.
Okay. So,
When you adapt something, of course it has to do with different audiences. Pulling up Silent Hill 2, twist is you killed your wife, okay? In the Japanese version, it's believed you put her body in the front seat of your car sitting next to you and you're leaving with her. American version, it's believed you put her corpse in the trunk in shame. So when you adapt something, how did I get onto this? Nick, what was the last thing you said before I went crazy?
Games to movies.
Are you okay?
Continue. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
When you adapt something, the problem is, no, not the problem. Several of the issues are the audience you're adapting it for, what you're adapting it from, and the culture it came from.
Yeah.
When that happens, it changes between brains to visuals to how ghosts are perceived in
Yeah.
America versus Asia.
And how we've talked about it before, simply adapting a Japanese anime into English for the West, so much
Yeah.
gets literally lost in translation because there's a very good chance it's just not gonna make sense for an English audience, especially if it's something like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. Remember, they're jelly-filled donuts, but they were
Yeah.
onigiri, aka
yeah.
rice balls.
Rice balls.
I forget
It's
what
such a weird thing
for-
to localize over.
it was.
You could have just said, "Oh, they're rice balls. They're sweet." No, it's a burger.
They literally changed. In the Hoenn Pokemon anime, where they first meet the guy with the Metang. Remember him, like kind of pudgy guy.
Yeah, I remember him.
Remember that scene where he has like a hero sandwich rolling down a hill, and Ash catches it.
Yeah.
In the original Japanese, I'm pretty sure it was a sushi roll. I'm pretty sure it was something along those lines.
Yeah.
And fucking in Beyblade, right before in the original, yes, Eric, let it rip.
Let it rip.
Original Beyblade, still the best one ever. Still a pretty damn good anime kid show that still holds up pretty well actually. I watched it a couple years ago.
Great.
Visual anime, before Tyson's and Kai's first big tournament fight in the first season, they're celebrating Tyson's birthday, and Tyson goes up to Kai, "Hey Kai, you want some cake?" He's holding a fucking sushi roll. And I remember thinking as a kid, it's like, that's really weird cake.
Oh my god.
I want a cake. That
Watching
looks like
it
Rocky
again a couple years later,
A
it's like,
giant
what the fuck? That's just straight
Giant
up sushi.
roll.
It was like, and I've always said this. I've always thought this. When you're translating across nationalities, across countries, across languages, kind of going back a little bit to whether or not you should actually just completely throw out the source material. It kind of deals with that, but not really. You shouldn't completely throw it out
More use it as
if it means getting.
The book is the spine, not the
If
skin.
it means butchering something.
I mean, butcher. Like in this is of saying sushi was cake or rice ball was donuts. That would have been a good way for younger kids to have gotten introduced to new culture. They wouldn't necessarily understood what they were, or why people would eat just balls of rice while traveling.
Well,
But that still would have been a good way for, especially nowadays, where every fucking kid has access to the internet and most first world countries. For them to go, what's that? And Google it. Don't
Google
Bing
it.
or Yahoo it. Google it. Search it up and learn about
Another
either that
culture.
culture or that culture could have led you to another culture which you could have been really interested in.
it's just a chain of learning.
Yeah, like I said, like it's very minor stuff that
But that
like
could-
anime adaptation up until even 7 years ago. I'd say about maybe 10 years ago was not amazing. A lot of stuff got butchered. A lot of stuff got changed. Original Sailor Moon. It was Jupiter and Saturn.
I believe so. Yes.
Where two of them were a lesbian couple. Fine.
They took it
Sailor
out of the
Moon
American
got dubbed in the 80s or 90s. That's not okay. They were cousins. Which even then, if you go back and listen to some of the English dubbing, knowing they're actually a gay couple, changes some of the context of the English dub a bit, just a little bit.
I can imagine.
It really does. But yeah, Eric, I disagree with saying throw out the original source material. Throw out whatever wouldn't fit into what you're adapting to. Whether you're adapting a movie
But
to a
then
book,
that's
a book
really
into
subjective.
look at Lord of the
Then it comes
Rings.
down to what message are they trying? What are they trying to achieve with this scene with the rest of this movie?
And
I
I
feel
would
like
also say another great source of book to film adaptation, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Battle of Helm's Deep in the book was like a page or two, while in the movie it was a good half an hour. While the party at the beginning of was the party at the beginning of Fellowship
Yes.
was like a good chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
While in the
beginning.
movie it was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You
They
focused.
scaled the
You
scale.
you scaled where necessary. You cut out where necessary. So I think that's what should be done rather than saying, let's just rewrite the entire thing from the beginning.
Okay.
Because, Katie, I do kind of agree with you at that point where it just becomes kind of fan fiction,
Okay.
which isn't a bad thing.
It's not awful. Like no, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing.
Does not
I'm
want to make it
saying
a bad thing.
that's not an adaptation anymore. At that point.
Yes and no. It's not a straight adaptation of the original source material. It's an adaptation of the world and the lore, I would say. But yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Eric, you look like you have something you want to say.
No, now I'm just feeling like how much I'm gonna hate myself when I start to talk crazy when I'm editing this.
It was only for like a minute. You're fine.
It's going to be me wanting one of you to stand up and like tell me to stop.
You're fine.
No,
You didn't go crazy. You just kind of went on a little bit of a rant.
which is normal for Eric.
Yeah, it's not. You're fine.
No, you're good.
Well, everybody.
We've learned some stuff today.
Uh-huh.
I think this is a very educational episode.
Please,
Very much so.
thank you.
So
for-
this
thank
is
you
the
for
educational podcast.
The educational podcast
Okay.
without Travers.
The
Without
more
Jeff.
you know.
We did without the science boy.
I'm proud of
Hey!
us.
Yeah. We can be smart. We can
Yeah,
be sophisticated.
Travers. The fact that we just said that proves that we can't.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Katie,
that's
that
more
proves
petty.
repetitive. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
repetitive.
Okay. I'll accept
Well,
it.
everybody, thank you for showing up and
Loving us.
managing your way through that. 'Cause I won't be able to later.
Oh.
As always, you can find us on YouTube and us on Twitter at Shake and Bake Pod. Give us a follow. Head over to the Patreon. Toss us a couple bucks.
Please.
Feeds us. Helps us work out better. Makes everything run a little smoother. If you $1 a day will support us. I love you.
Eric's-
You can find me, Eric, the broken one, on Twitter at EDP501. Everything's in the link dump. Guys, get yours.
You find me, Katie, CatNotCat98 on Twitter.
You can find me, Steven, on Twitter at PyroDragon3993.
And as always, I'm the only one with a lame ass handle. You
Nope.
find
No,
Nick.
Travers.
It's Travers.
He has like he at least has a number.
That
Mine's
means
just
you're
my
the
name.
only person.
Who's
With
Nick
yours.
Diversa, yeah.
Yeah.
You are 0.
That's true. Yeah, if you find
You are
Nick
the
at
number
Nick
one copy.
Diversa.
I am number 0.
Good night, everybody. I love you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't even check out the videos.